Here we go, guys. We got downtown condos, high rises, Reno, Nevada.
Our top 5, right?
Exactly. And you can see behind us.
Yep. We've got the Paladio behind us, and we're going to walk all the way over. We've got Park Towers. We've got Arlington Towers, Riverwalk Towers.
The montage right over here.
Touching on all of them.
Exactly. But as you can see, the views are fantastic. The high rises, the units themselves are great. So if you're looking to live downtown with views, gyms, pools,
Proximity to restaurants, all that good stuff.
walkability, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys, or welcome to the channel.
If this is your first time, welcome, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm Ryan Chiguara.
I am Joe Hanich, and we are doing all things Northern Nevada.
Yeah, what it's like to eat, sleep, play, live.
Golf, hike, freaking snowboard, you name it,
Whatever
we're
it may
covering
be.
it.
Yeah.
As much as we love putting out this content, guys, Ryan and I are licensed real estate agents in the state of Nevada. And so,
Yeah, we'd love to help you find a spot up here.
as much as we love putting out content, we would rather help you with those real estate needs.
Absolutely. That being said, if this is your first time to the channel, please like, subscribe, ding that bell. We're putting out content once a week for the most part.
Once a week, exactly. And if you are relocating, moving to the area, you got to call us, you got to text us, you got to email us. Whatever you have to do to get a hold of us, we're here, guys.
We're here to help.
To Reno, Nevada.
Stay tuned.
Guys, we have got the high-rise condos, downtown Reno living.
Yep.
Our number one pick, the Montage.
Yeah, so built in 78, it was originally the Sahara Casino, converted over to the Hilton for a period of time, then the Flamingo, right? 2005, they decided we're done
Renovated
flipping
all.
casinos, and so they have turned it into high-rise living in downtown Reno.
Yeah. The reason why, well, we'll get into the reason why it's number one, but as far as units themselves, you can get studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. What the Montage has that no other building high-rise has, downtown Reno, they've got 3-story units, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, over 2,500 square foot.
And that's on the 4th floor.
On the 4th floor.
Because then you've got penthouses up top too.
Exactly.
I got a buddy who lives on the 4th floor. He's in a studio. You hit the end, and you've got a 3-story behemoth that goes all the way up to the pool.
Yeah,
So-
and it was immaculate. So really, whatever you're looking for, the Montage has to offer it.
Yeah, absolutely. HOAs, did we give price point on that?
HOAs, we are looking at $1.63 per square foot, which is reasonable. It's smack dab probably in the middle. Amenities wise, by far, the Montage takes the cake. But did want to add on to that, with every purchase of a unit in the Montage, you're paying a 0.5% contribution, a capital contribution fee.
Yeah.
Right? So $500,000 unit, you're paying $2,500 towards the HOAs. Again, that is just to build their nest egg to make sure they have the capital, the funds to fix whatever, the AC unit, water's leaking, whatever it may be. So that's something to keep in mind there. Let's get into amenities.
Yeah, but real quick, did want to touch on, and this goes for all of the ones that we're touching on in our video today, none of these allow short-term rentals. I think
At all, yeah.
the shortest lease that you can have on one of these is a 6-month lease, right?
Yeah.
So we know that people, that's a huge thing when it comes to buying downtown living. You're like, can I give that off and Airbnb this out? That's a no-go, right?
Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. You're going to have neighbors that catch you and turn you in, and you'll get fined.
But yeah, just
jump
want
into the
to
amenities.
touch on that. Yeah, amenities, that's why we rank this one number 1 probably.
You can probably see, so the fourth floor, we've got the sky deck terrace.
Yeah, kind of that orangey red looking top part. That leads straight out to an amazing pool. Great pool, hot
immaculate.
tub, greenery up there. We were chatting yesterday with the maintenance guy. He was talking about how he's like, you got to see it in the spring, right? And I got a buddy who lives there, so I've been up there before, but see it in the spring. They've got plants growing up there. He's like, it's amazing that just with a foot of soil, they've got
What you can
trees
grow.
and all that different stuff out there.
He was jazzed about it. But you've got cabanas, you've got grills, multiple hot tubs, fantastic swimming pool.
And then you've got a room that you can rent out, and they've got grills and a refrigerator in there, and TVs and that sort of stuff, and so you can throw a little party inside there, and then you got the buddies, and then just straight out to the pool.
Exactly, and then adding on top of that, gym. They've got a state-of-the-art gym, updated equipment, whether it's machines, dumbbells,
full bench press, area to do squats. You're
Exactly.
not just using necessarily just machines. You've actually got some free weights, some options, right?
It's literally nicer than the gym I go to every day. Granted, I'm paying very little for it.
Yes.
The gym is nice. There also is a theater, kind of library theater room.
Yeah, a little room where you can just go and grab a puzzle, grab old DVDs, Blu-rays, like little community library, right?
Yeah.
So that's a real cool spot within there.
As long as the conference room is in there as well. So
Yeah.
they've got computers, they've got printers, things like that. And then there's 24-hour security.
Yeah, so when you get through there, through that front door, you get buzzed in. You've got somebody sitting at that desk 24 hours a day.
Exactly.
Super on top of stuff.
Which is nice, right? And it keeps the riffraff out. We are in downtown Reno, so with that being said, there's going to be riffraff. I'm surprised we haven't had any cops flying by here just yet.
Right. Yeah, that's the only, I want to say, not even negative, but compared to these other buildings, you're a couple blocks further south. This one's a little bit closer to the casinos, and with the casinos, you've got the nightlife, you got the people who don't know how to handle their drinking every now and again. So, but that being said, touching on these windows in here, most of the windows in all of these high rises are double paned, and they are basically like airport windows, right?
Airport grade.
Yeah, so they have like a gas in between the panes that deadens the sound even more. So
we were checking out a unit, had a fire truck coming by, sirens on, obviously door open, it's blasted. You close it, you can't even really hear it
you got to, if you're watching TV, whatever it may be, you're gonna hear nothing.
Yeah. All of these units do have washer and dryers in them. Not all the high rises do, so that obviously is also a perk.
Yeah.
And then parking. Each unit, depends on how big it is, it's going to come with one parking stall, two, possibly three on those larger 2,500 square foot units.
And every floor, or not every floor has storage, but almost every other floor has storage. So you might be going down one floor to store stuff, but they do have those rooms with the cages where you can put your golf clubs, any extra stuff you might have, your Christmas decorations, all that sort of good stuff. And then they do have a trash chute on every floor, right? Which is convenient. Some of these other ones, you've got just a room where you go dump trash.
This one, you walk in, set
down.
it, and forget it.
Yeah. So overall, one of my favorite buildings. I've had a couple buddies that live in there, like I said, and I just, for downtown living, I don't think you can beat it.
Amenities wise, the best, hands down. Montage, reach out to us if you want to go take a look at them.
Yeah.
Sweet. On to number 2.
All right, so jumping to number 2 here.
We got the Paladio.
So yeah, very similar to the Montage, and it's just a little bit newer. This one was built in 2006. It's 13 stories and was built as a condo townhome, so no conversion here.
Not renovated, and you can tell everything looks brand new. I mean, from 2006, but the building itself is nice. All the common areas look renovated or newer. And they did a great job with it.
Yeah, so similar to the Montage, you're going to have not 24-hour security. There's not a person on site at all times, but you do need a key fob to get inside the door. They're also instituting key fobs. In the very near future, we saw a sign about it that they're going to have, in order to get into the elevator and use the elevator, you'll need a key fob. So
yeah, so it still is a secure building. To get into it, you're either going to have to get let in by a resident and or have a key fob to get in.
Exactly.
It is secure. As far as the units themselves go, same thing. We got studios at 700 square foot, all the way up to 2-bedroom, 2 baths, and even some 3 bedrooms as well.
Exactly.
Again, because it's newer, it's going to have the 3-bedroom as well as the Montage, but not all of the condos, high rises downtown will have up to 3 bedrooms.
Yeah, 68 total units inside of there. But yeah, going on to amenities, the reason that we kind of rank it a little bit lower than the Montage there is there's just not as much to offer.
Yeah.
You know, they've got a great, amazing infinity pool that overlooks the Truckee River. I've been out there with a couple buddies throwing the football around. We skipped one into the Truckee one time on accident. Not my best moment, but
yeah, you'll see from B-roll, like you step down and you are on the Truckee River.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right on the Riverwalk that everybody loves to use. There's a couple restaurants right below you.
Exactly.
But yeah, the infinity pool out there, they've got a hot tub, super cool, mural up on the wall and stuff. But other than that, yeah, you don't have a gym. You don't have a laundromat, which you don't necessarily need. Most of these units have
have washer and dryer
within them
in the units, which is nice. But walkability and kind of location of the unit, we think it's the best out of all the high rises.
Yeah.
Bang for your buck. HOA fees, amenities, it just falls a little short to the Montage. HOAs range from about $2 to $2.20 per square foot. They can get up there a little bit on some of those bigger units. And again, you only have the pool and the hot tub.
Exactly. And then you do have parking, though. It's up on the 4th floor. So kind of interesting. The 3rd floor and below it has some commercial stuff in there. So the Reno Gazette-Journal runs some stuff out of there. But yeah, as far as proximity goes, and then the fact that this building being built in 2006 for this use, the units themselves are, for the most part, immaculate. You know, you're not looking at anything like some of these other ones that we're touching on later on in the video, they're renovated and they're a little bit older. So unless somebody's done some renovations within them and some updates, these are turnkey. You're ready to roll.
Exactly. So, as far as every unit having a balcony, not every unit will have a balcony.
Right. So you can see behind us a lot of balconies on there, but some of those spots in between, you just got a big window, which is, I mean, still great views. But if you're in need of a balcony, that's a case-by-case basis there.
Exactly. And just kind of segue into that, if you are looking at condo, high-rise living, reach out to us because they do differ so much, even though they're within less than a half-mile radius of each other. Price point, HOAs, amenities, all of that. So make sure you're reaching out if you are considering high-rise condos, and we can steer you to
which one makes most sense for you, right?
Yeah.
So on to number 3.
On to number 3. Number 3 on our list, right over Ryan's left shoulder here, we've got the Arlington Towers.
Exactly. So Arlington Towers built in '66. So the oldest one that we're touching on, I believe.
Yeah. Also wasn't a renovation. They built this as a high-rise condo.
Yeah. And so this is one of the bigger ones. It's 23 stories. It's got 164 units, I believe.
Yeah.
Something right around that, but they range right studio to 2-2s.
Again, yeah, you can get a studio, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and then it goes all the way up to 2 bedroom, 2 bath at 1150 square foot. So that's the largest unit you're going to get, which wasn't bad.
No.
We actually looked at one of the units yesterday. If you can see, well, talk about our favorite part.
Our favorite part is the balconies, right? So every single unit has a balcony, but these things are massive. They're huge. You've got people with bench presses out there, right? Bench sets, all that sort of stuff, workout equipment, tool benches, all that sort of stuff. It's so big.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want out of there. And then when you're on the corner units, you got 270 degree views.
Corner lots literally are all L-shaped balconies, probably 50 to 75 feet of balcony. You're going to have downtown views, city views, river views on basically every corner unit.
Unless you're in the northeast corner.
Unless you're in the northeast.
Which is still, you've still got mountain views and stuff like that, but it's a little bit more downtown.
And you've got the windows are floor to ceiling, so much natural light. Again, it's a little bit dated, right? One of the older units, but.
And I think that's the only downfall of it, right? Is because if you're, the one we went into yesterday was a little bit of like a rustic feel, but also they tried to modernize it a little bit compared to the Paladio, right? I'd almost rank them, a 2A and a 2B.
Yeah.
We touched on that. It's just a little bit newer. As far as the building itself, though, and amenities, I think HOA is $1.60 per square foot.
Right at $1.60 square foot. 24-hour security as well up front, which is nice.
You got a guy buzzing you in.
3 separate elevators.
But yeah, once you get in there, as far as amenities go, 4th floor is kind of your main area for all that sort of stuff. They've got a sauna for men and women. Yeah. Right?
In each restroom, which is nice. Dry sauna. We went in yesterday. Wanted to utilize it, but we didn't.
We were working. So, so they got the sauna on that floor. They've got a gym on that floor.
Yeah.
Not quite as nice as the Montage or anything like that, but totally serviceable.
Good size. It's probably as nice as the gym I'm going to right now.
Yeah.
Eagle Fitness. Step your game up.
Step it up.
Wow. But yeah, great gym. Fantastic views of the Sierra Nevadas right there.
Yeah.
Skyview Terrace on the same floor with grills. And then there's like a theater, like a business.
Yeah, they call it the River Rooms, right? So it's a super cool room. It's got a pool table in there, table.
Parties.
Yeah, you parties. I've actually had my buddies. I had a buddy that lived in there. So for 2 or 3 years running, we were doing their fantasy football draft in there, and they've got a full bar area that you can stock up and stuff. I was previously a bartender, so even though I wasn't in that league, I always got the invite to just make drinks for the boys, but mostly cracking beers. But that being said, a super cool room out there, and then they've got a skywalk, right? So that goes straight across
to the Plaza.
The Plaza Hotel right here, right behind us, so those dark kind of windows. They share a pool. It's an indoor heated pool.
Yeah.
Super sweet. And
looks awesome. Same with parking. All the parking for Arlington Towers is the same parking for the Plaza Hotel.
So you do have to utilize that skywalk, right?
Yeah, and I think those are potential wait list.
Mm-hmm.
Not every unit will have that. That's all through the HOA. I think it's $100 a month for a parking spot as well. And if you do utilize that parking garage, you'll then have to use the skywalk to get over to Arlington.
Exactly. But yeah,
not
overall, one of my favorite buildings. I had a buddy, like I said, that lived there for years, and some great memories there. But yeah, just can't beat the balconies on this spot. I can't bring that home enough.
And if it was renovated or a little more updated, it would probably take over that number 2 and potentially, compete for that number 1 spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Bang for your buck, the Arlington Towers, add it to the list.
one of our favorites.
Definitely.
On to 4.
On to 4.
All right, jumping into number 4 here, high-rise living downtown Reno. We are going with the Riverwalk Towers. Built in 1978, originally the Comstock Casino, so it is converted over. A little bit older still. They converted that pretty early on, and so it's not as new as the Montage, anything like that. But
yep.
Yeah, you want to touch on?
Not too bad, but I mean, with it being old, because it was converted, it does feel newer, right? It is a secure building. You have to have the key fob to get in. And it just feels nice on the inside.
Yeah, lobby and everything down there looks super cool.
Not dated. As far as the units themselves, same thing. Studio apartments on the lower end, 385 square foot, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and penthouses as well.
Yeah. So and it's kind of, they got a different floor plan on different levels, right? So I think it was the 5th floor or something like that. They've got penthouses on that, or penthouse sized, but then obviously your actual penthouse is being up top.
Yeah.
As far as this one goes, amenities. A little bit older, not like we keep comparing stuff to the Montage, obviously, and some of these other ones we've touched on, but they do have a gym, a little bit dated, right?
Yeah, it's dated, but it's large. Like, I definitely could get in a workout there and be totally fine with utilizing what is there.
Yeah, you did find the one tricep machine that Joe is now craving to find at a gym.
I'm trying to steal this one,
We've never seen it anywhere, and both of us are like, where can we work out that has one of these? But
this thing was a bicep tricep machine. Loved it.
Awesome.
Cybex old machine, yeah, fantastic.
Right. So, and then they do have a pool, outdoor pool.
Yeah, kind of a sky deck pool with a hot tub overlooking, southwest, overlooking the Truckee River, the Sierra Nevadas. It's great up there.
Yeah. Cool little spot. Got a little grill out there too. I'm sure that's just first come, first serve, but yeah. And then they've also got some meeting rooms. We didn't check those out too much, but just a spot. If you want to, we've had fantasy football parties and stuff like that. If you're just looking to have a little get together with some friends,
not too shabby.
Yeah.
Same thing. Parking units come with parking as well. And as far as balconies go, you can kind of see behind us. They probably are the smallest balconies out of all the units.
Yeah, and we touched on Arlington and how cool those balconies are and functional and the things you can do with them. These ones are, for lack of a better way to state it, where you might just go smoke a cigarette, something like that.
And that's it. Funny story, the phone filming this video right now was dropped from the 15th floor, so just the second balcony's down.
Yeah, all the way
to the concrete floor, landed on its face, had a screen protector on it, took the screen protector off, glass was perfect, phone's perfect.
So that being said, though, they do have maintenance and everything on site, and they were pretty responsive because we were quickly calling to figure out how we could get Joe's phone off the overhang.
Yeah. The overhang is just over the walkway, so if you do drop anything, it's not hitting.
Exactly. Yeah, we thought we might be liable for some injuries.
For death. I thought I killed somebody.
But no, his phone landed up there, and we got a call into maintenance, and I think within 15 to 20 minutes, Joe had his phone back.
Yeah.
And so crisis was averted. But
yeah, that was wild. HOA fees, they're ranging quite a bit, but we're looking at $1.15 all the way up to $1.90. Again, amenities. They have just about everything you're looking for. It's just going to be a little bit dated. It's not as nice as some of the others, and that's why it's ranked where it is on our list.
And those HOAs have gone up recently. From the person that I was chatting with, they don't anticipate those getting raised anywhere in like the next 3 to 4 or 5 years even. But they did just go up recently. So, but yeah, all varies. That being said,
washer dryer are in every unit.
Exactly. That's a plus.
That's a huge one. I don't want to spend $600 a month on HOAs and then have to pay for laundry too.
Yeah, and then this one does have trash rooms, right? So the Montage, you've got the trash chutes. This one, you just got a room you're going to go throw your trash in. Somebody cleans it up for you at the end of the day. So
yeah, exactly. We already talked secure building, key fob, all that stuff.
Yeah, good spot.
Sweet. I think that
does it. On to 5.
Wraps it up. On to 5. We have got number 5 on the list, the Park Tower.
Yeah, so built in 1961. It is the oldest one that we're touching on today. It is 18 stories and has 87 units, right? And they kind of vary as well.
Definitely, yeah. Unit size, again, studio, as small as 440 square foot, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and then penthouses are, 1,500? Yeah, 1,500 square foot.
Yeah, all the way up on the top up there.
Exactly. It is the oldest high-rise.
And it feels that way, right? It is a little bit dated. The hallways a little bit dark and dingy compared to these other ones. They've got them painted black, so Minimal light in there. Not that you're getting, you know, natural light from the outside on any of these other places, really, but
it just feels old. Like it is a secure building. You do have to have a key fob to get into it. So we will say that
the lobby is just. It's basically just a front to get to the elevator to get to your unit, right? There's a little
business center
that it's got a table off to the side, and then there's a room that had, you know, a little TV in it and some books, but nobody using it. Didn't look like it gets used very often.
I wouldn't foresee it being used by really anybody.
Yeah, and I think that's why we got this one down at 5, right? Is just amenities wise. Not too much to do there. They don't have a pool, anything like that. They do have a super cool observation deck that's got some great views.
On the 14th floor?
I believe 14, yeah, 14 or 15. We've got some B-roll of that too, and so you see, it's great views. It's a lovely spot to just go sit out there, hang out, read a book.
It could be an awesome event, right? If you had friends over and kind of whatever, 4th of July, kind of things like that. But that is the only amenity that they offer.
Yeah, and then parking as well is not guaranteed to you, right?
Yeah,
you're getting waitlisted for parking.
Yeah, parking is not guaranteed, and so it's a wait list, $100 to rent once you're off the wait list. But again, you're not guaranteed, so you would be finding street parking. And HOA fees, it's by far the cheapest.
Yep.
At 58 cents per square foot. You know, you're not getting much, but you're also not really paying a lot. So that's a bonus.
Exactly. And then did want to touch on, you do have, not every unit has a balcony, right? The ones that do have balconies do have some pretty cool views of downtown and the park over here.
Yeah. Proximity-wise, as far as being downtown, walkability, like you are right off the Riverwalk district. You probably think it's one of right behind the Paladio as far as location-wise, because you're right on the Truckee as well.
Yeah, and you're a couple streets to the west, so a little less busy, right?
Yeah,
you're not on Sierra.
A little less quiet, and you're away from the riffraff, the downtown, kind of what that all brings. It's far enough away that you're kind of out of sight, out of mind, but close enough that you're walking anywhere you want.
Yeah, and did want to touch on, right next to it, there's a lot that they're about to start developing, right? So that is something to keep in mind if you're looking to move soon to one of these spots. Reno is continuing to just grow and grow and grow, and so all these different plots of land, people are selling off and they are developing. So over the next couple of years, you're definitely going to have a little construction noise going on if you're in one of those units there. But
yeah, and there you have it, guys. The top 5 high-rise condos downtown Reno.
Yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, you got more questions for us, we can always look into that stuff for you, but we'd love to help you find a spot.
Definitely. Call, text, email. Until the next one.
Later.